I hate videos. Now, you may be wondering, if I hate videos, what the heck am I doing here? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are in the world today. Today is December 3rd, and this is season 1, episode 15 of my LinkedIn Live. I can't believe that I've already reached number 15. If you have seen my intro video, that was my very first time going live ever, my very first video. And really, truly, that was my first line that I said in my video. And I still hate video, don't get me wrong, but the reason I do it is because of you. You all empower me and just inspire me to show up every day and serve you. That is why I'm here today. And as you know, my focus word, which is one of the words that was in my intro video, is Ubuntu. And I've spoken about this word many times, but I'd like to highlight it for those that haven't been here. So also welcome to those who've never been watching my live show. Thank you for being here. And if you are watching live, whether it's on YouTube, on LinkedIn, or on Facebook, please drop us a comment and let us know where you are tuning in from. I'd love to hear from you. Please remember that the format of this show is really not an interview. It is more of a conversation between myself, my guest, as well as my audience. So please be part of this episode. Be part of this. This is an event not just for me, but for all of you as well. So please join us, drop us a comment, and let us know if you're watching live. By the way, I'm not sure if LinkedIn is working at this point. There was an issue streaming to LinkedIn from StreamYard, but I'm not sure whether it's been resolved or not. Um, if you are watching from a different platform, let me know. And also, please pop over to LinkedIn and let the people know I did drop my links for YouTube and Facebook as well. But in case one of the stragglers come in and they don't know where to find me, please let them know to go over to YouTube or Facebook if it's not working. So back to the topic. Ubuntu is my focus word. And it is truly a word that is part of my life. It is one of the pillars upon which I base my very existence. Because I am South African, and Ubuntu is an ancient African word that means humanity to others. It's often described as reminding us that I am what I am because of who we all are. So, if you haven't been watching this show before, my name is Inge van Roy, and I am the CEO and founder of We Got This Admin. I am an executive administrative consultant and business coach. And it is my pleasure to be here to serve you because my main focus is networking as a result of my pillar word. And what is networking? So, networking is the action or process of interacting with others to exchange information and develop professional or social contacts. I see the comments are blowing up. So, I just like to take a look and see if anybody is here from LinkedIn. I see LinkedIn is actually working, so that's awesome. I'm happy to see that. I won't bring you up yet because I need to bring up my guest. She's been sitting and waiting patiently in the green room. Kenny, I hope you're enjoying the coffee and cookies that I put out for you. Um, Without further ado, let us welcome my guest, Kennethea Jackson Williams. Welcome, Kenny. Good morning and well, good afternoon
Hey,
to you.
good
How are you?
afternoon. It's 4:30 here out in Cape Town. I'm good. It's been a hectic day, but super excited for this conversation. Absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity.
It's my pleasure. I'm happy to have you here. Thank you. Thank you for joining. And I know, please bear with us if there are any hiccups, audience. Kennethea is joining us from Cape Town, South Africa. So,
Got something for you.
ooh, I love
Make you a
it.
little bit more homesick.
Oh, yes, it does make me
Yeah,
homesick, but thank you. Thank you for being here, Kenny. Without further ado, let's go and just check in with the comments. They're blowing up, and I want to
sure.
just welcome everyone that's here right now. So we have Gail. Gail is one of my clients and one of my closest friends. She's actually a sister. We've developed an
Hi,
awesome
Gail.
relationship. And she says, great topic, and I love breakfast and networking. So she is all on
Mm,
board with BBC. And then we
love it.
have Vicente. Vicente is somebody that I met on LinkedIn, but she's also a fellow South African. She's originally from Kimberley and lives in
Hey,
Johannesburg. So, hello, Vicente. Thank you for being here.
welcome.
And then we have my friend, my sister. I don't even know what to call you, Liz. Elizabeth Ndungu. She is originally from Kenya, but she lives in the States. And she's one of my awesome, awesome people in my community. The one of the LinkedIn live people that I told you about. So thank you, Liz, for being
Lovely.
here. And by the way, let me do a shameless plug quickly. So
Go for it.
Elizabeth is the Kindness Incorporator, and she has her own product line. Um,
Wow.
this is from her product line, and it says, "I am a proud Kindness Incorporator." And I'd
Wow.
love,
Love
Liz,
it.
let us know what that means because most people don't know what a kindness incorporator is. So Liz, please let us know. But if you are interested, anybody interested in getting some kindness swag, you may do so on www.kindnessinspired.org. Right at this moment, she is actually having a 25% off sale until the end of December. So please grab your kindness mug, and if you want to, you can gift this to somebody. It's an awesome Christmas gift. I love mine. So
And
thank you.
that's a true example of being plugged.
It is, and it's a shameless plug. I don't care. If
Go
you
in
don't like
here.
it, bye. The whole point of my LinkedIn live is to be able to highlight and showcase others, right? Because for me that is the most important thing. I am who I am because of who we all are. And
Yes,
I wouldn't be who I am today without anybody that's here today. So thank you. And
absolutely.
Liz is saying success on LinkedIn. So yay, I've been prepared that maybe LinkedIn wouldn't be able to join, but it worked out. So I'm grateful for that. And
Awesome.
she's cheering a little bit here. It's my brother from another mother, Usama. Usama
Family.
is yes, all my family. Usama is joining us from Cyprus. It's the Turkish Republic of Cyprus, and he is originally also somebody from Africa. So we just bonded over that.
Wow.
Yes.
I think each time I'm going to hear Africa or Cape Town or
Yes.
South Africa, I'm just going to salute here.
Yes. No, that's fine. And by the way,
Awesome.
anybody that's interested, Usama, Elizabeth, Aya Fikri, and Alex Chambers and I are launching our collaborative show on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you are available,
Awesome.
please, please, please join us and come and feel our energy. Usama is the king of being strong. Elizabeth is the queen of kindness Alex Chambers is the king
Mm,
of resilience, and Aya is actually the queen of positivity. She calls herself the positivity freak, but I'm telling her she's a
ooh, I
queen. She
like
needs to
that.
straighten her crown and use it. And
Yes, let's do that.
she calls me the authenticity queen. So I'm happy
I
to
like.
be in this position where I can showcase all of them, and I'm happy that we're here today. So Usama says, "Let's go." And he's saying,
Let's
"Oh my
go.
gosh, it worked." Yes, I'm so glad that LinkedIn can join this awesome,
Good.
awesome conversation. Kenny, I hope you don't have any appointments after this because it may run longer than an hour.
Let's go. I've bribed my kids to be quiet for an hour, so I'm gonna have to throw in an extra few treats. Yeah,
Well, I'm
but we're all
grateful to
good.
have you here. I'm grateful to have you here. Thank you. And we have some
Wonderful.
more people from my community. Ray Caldwell is joining us from California. He's also someone that I met on LinkedIn.
All
And
right.
what I love about this is that we're showcasing the actual power of networking, not just by
Yes,
speaking about it, but by showing everyone, right? And this is what
yes.
we're doing. Oh my gosh. Hello, Liz. Queen Inga. I like to tell people that they should straighten their crown, but I feel like I can't do the same for myself. And it's just that's natural, right? Like we all
Yeah.
I don't think anybody does unless you have a very big ego.
Sure. Yes, we still have an issue with receiving those type of compliments.
Yes, yes.
But it's
Usama,
wonderful to
I
see the interaction.
yes, thank you. Usama, I'm not the legend. We are all legends in our own right, so I'm happy that this is working. And honestly, I will tell you, Kenny, um, when this was happening on LinkedIn, I was like, well, at the end of the day, I surrender to God. He's in control, and if it's supposed to be on LinkedIn, then it will be, right? That's all we can do. Otherwise,
Absolutely.
we'll sweat the small stuff, and really we can't. There's no point in sweating the small stuff, really.
Yes,
Um,
absolutely.
good morning, Jenny Gold. Jenny Gold is one of my friends, and also in the live stream community as well on LinkedIn. So thank you, Jenny, for joining. I'm happy that you're here, but it's really early, by the way. It's 9:42 for me, so it is I think 6:42 for you, Jenny. But thank you, I appreciate you for being here. And Elizabeth is like shouting you out, special guest Kennethea in the house. And
Hi,
some
Elizabeth.
awesome, awesome. I love this. I love to see all the networking in the comments. It's wonderful. Um, Thank you, Liz. Thank you. No congratulations for me because how I didn't do anything. I just said I trust God and that's it. So all the glory goes to Him. Good morning, Alden. Alden is the CEO
Alden.
of H2HB, which is Heart to Heart Business, the nonprofit organization that I'm part of.
Okay,
So I'm happy to see you
great.
here, Alden. Thank you for tuning in. It's awesome to have you. And of course, some
Awesome.
awesome, awesome networking. And we have my my friend, my cousin. What do you want to call yourself, Chrislyn? Chrislyn and I are cousins, but
It's everything.
she's my everything. If I
Hey,
have an issue,
Crystal.
I call her. So yeah, I'm happy to have her here. Thank you, Chrislyn. And Vicinti says she's sending greetings from Ubuntu land.
Ooh,
And right, and Team LinkedIn all the way. Whoop whoop.
we
Some
love it.
awesome. I
We love
love to
it.
see all the networking. I'm just gonna go quickly. I think let me put my mug down so I can do this easier. So Liz says it's been
Your
resolved.
plugged
LinkedIn is
mug. Your
working.
plugged mug.
Yes, and yeah, Dimitri Ortiz says hello. Hello, Dimitri. Thank you for tuning in. I love to see you here. And Gail says good day, hello, and on LinkedIn and YouTube. You're double dipping, Gail.
Awesome.
She says
Gail.
she'll be on a walk soon, but she'll listen, but having another coffee before she heads out. Hello, Gail. Thank you for tuning
Awesome.
in. Gail is on vacation at the moment, but she's tuning in live. Usama says we can see and hear you. Thank you, my brother. I love to see all of this.
Amazing.
Um, and then I have my niece Raven tuning in from Cape Town, South Africa.
Hey,
Thank
Raven.
thank you for being here, Raven. Appreciate you. And then we have your husband tuning in. He says, "Hi guys."
Hi, Warwick.
Hi,
He needs
Warwick.
to come
Thank you.
babysit.
Is he not at home?
No.
Oh
See
my
why all
God.
the bribery was going on today.
I see. That's so funny. Dimitri says life is beautiful. Thank you, Dimitri. And Ray says yes, he's on LinkedIn. Warwick says we're both looking good. Oh, Kenny, I like your roses, by the way.
Mm. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, and we have Liz Sneyman joining in from South Africa. She's supporting her
Hi,
friend
Liesel.
Kennethea. Awesome.
Yeah, she's got a book coming out soon.
Hmm.
And we're very excited for a book launch. And we just want to say hi to all the Business Breakfast Club supporters and friends and family that are tuned in. We appreciate your support. When I spoke about, and you know, Inga, we've been talking about this for months already. We've been saying we need
Yes.
to do this and meet up. And when the word went out, you will swear I myself was going to Canada right now on a Friday afternoon. The excitement was just next level. So thank you to
Really?
everybody from the Business Breakfast Club that is tuned in. And I appreciate your support and love you guys so much.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for tuning in from the BBC. It's awesome to see how much you love Madam Kenny. Dimitri is saying hi, and then actually Vicente
Hi.
says welcome, Kenny. So that's awesome.
Hi, darling.
Um, I just want to go through. There's a lot of comments, so I want to go through every one of them and
I
acknowledge
see.
each person. It's a little difficult,
Hello,
but
everybody.
hello, everybody.
Yes.
And I will, hello, Marcello. Thank you for being here, for tuning in live from LinkedIn. I appreciate you. And I have to point this one out. Summer says, shout out to Cape Town. Yes,
South
Cape
Africa, we
Town,
rock.
Cape Town. Um, I want to just let me see. Okay, we have Marvin Hart tuning in.
Hey, Marvin,
I'm guessing
my
he's one of
neighbor,
your people.
customer
Okay,
friend.
nice.
Yes.
Hello,
Hi,
Marvin. Thank you for
Marvin.
tuning in. And they say LinkedIn is working great. And this is somebody yes, this is one of your supporters, right? Hello,
Business
Zafia.
Breakfast, tuning in. Hi,
Awesome, awesome.
Zafia, Liesel, everybody from Business Breakfast. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, and Elizabeth just dropped the link for her her website. So
Awesome.
if anyone's interested, please grab a mug. I love them. And we have Ursula Marseille tuning in from South Africa. Thank you, Auntie Urshi, for being here.
Hey, Auntie Hershey.
Okay, so full disclosure, um, Kennethea is married to my cousin. And so when we let people know that we are tuning in, we have people from all over, including our family, our business colleagues, our friends. Everybody is
Yes,
happy to see us and happy to see Kenny live. So this is awesome.
like a family reunion.
Yes, right. And look, Sophia Williams is tuning in
Hi,
from Cape Town, South
Sophia.
Africa. And so Sophia Williams is
Ooh,
my aunt and Kenny's mother-in-law. I'm actually named after
yes,
her. So if you see my name on Facebook, my name is actually Inga Joy. And my middle name is from Auntie Sophia, and it's
hi,
hers as well.
Mom.
So she's Sophia Joy. Happy to see you here.
Yes,
Thank you, Auntie.
welcome.
I'm going to look for people that I haven't shouted out yet, and I'll highlight them. Good morning to Maria Rouse. Thank you for being here, Maria. I'm happy that you
Hi,
were able to
Maria.
tune in. Thank you. And good morning to my friend Damon Pistolka. Damon and I actually met through a networking group, and we've become friends. I'm happy to see him here. I've been I've been supporting him and going to watching his show live with his friend Kurt Anderson as well. He's in the manufacturing industry, but this is where everything's happening this morning. It looks like. I'm happy to have you here, Damon. Thank
Amazing,
you for tuning in.
amazing.
And then we have Garen Bulani. Garen, I hope to tune into your show this afternoon, but thank you for being here. I appreciate you more than you know. Thank you. And we have good evening, beautiful lady
Oh,
Cecilia Lynn.
Cecilia.
Is she
She's
also a BBC
otherwise known as
lady?
Lady C, also a
Oh,
BBC lady. She's the host of Women on the Front Line at Business Breakfast Club, and she actually wants to interview you next year when you get here, God willing. So,
oh,
welcome, Cecilia. Happy
oh.
to have you join us.
Yes, thank you for being
She's a
here,
big
Cecilia.
personality. You're going to need 3 hours with her
Oh my
completely,
word.
easily.
That's oh my gosh. Well, we'll make the time for it. Thank you. Thank you for being here, Cecilia. Oh, Jenny says
Absolutely.
it
Welcome.
is 2 hours behind me, so it's 7:44. And Cecilia says, "Go
Okay.
Kenny, go Kenny."
Ooh,
And I just want to finish
lots of
going through
love
the
for that
comments.
lady.
And Cecilia says, "My apologies. She's tuning in from Cape Town. No problem."
Absolutely.
And I have my friend Alex Chambers here. He's tuning in. Tell us where you're tuning in from, Alex. Don't you know the rules yet? Love you, brother. Alex and
Keep us,
Usama.
Alex.
Like I said, Alex is one of my friends, and we're collaborating on a new show that's starting on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shameless plug. Please
Exciting.
tune in. Tune in if you can, please. I'm looking at the comments. I can't go through
Amazing.
all of them, but I wanted to
Oh my
highlight this
gosh,
few.
my brother. Do they know I'm
Yes.
a chunky Bali? Do they know? Like, oh, like I'll cry like in 2 seconds. Hello,
I'm
Adrian.
already
Thank you, my brother, for tuning in.
I'm already feeling
Oh,
emotional just reading that. So
oh my gosh,
um
it's so amazing.
Raven says hi, Auntie Kenny.
Hello, my darling. How are you? You hope you're well.
And we
Ingrid, you know,
see
we've 22 minutes into the show. We've not even just started our
this is
topic.
this is not abnormal, to be honest with you. Like, this is how my show goes. So I just want to make sure that
Welcome, guys.
I want to make sure that I acknowledge everyone, because this show, like I said, is
Absolutely.
about all of them too. So and we have
Yes.
Vamshi tuning in from I'm guessing tuning in from the USA, but originally from India. Um,
Welcome.
Maria says it's still dark in my bedroom. It's hard to get out of bed. But yes, TGIF, Maria, TGIF. Oh my gosh. Oh my word, look.
Oh my gosh. Liesel Snyman.
Yes.
Oh,
Good morning to this
my
was my
queen.
previous guest, my last guest on my previous show last week. Carl Sean Watkins, thank you for tuning in. Awesome, awesome to see you here, and thank you for your support. Appreciate you, brother. And then we have Nasreen tuning in from South Africa. You can lift up your shirt together.
Hey, welcome.
Yes. Nasreen is another one of my sisters. I met her on LinkedIn actually, but she's in Durban, South Africa. And hopefully we get to meet when I
Amazing.
travel to South Africa shortly.
Oh my gosh.
So,
You need to reserve a week for me and for Business Breakfast Club because
or
we're
you
going to be keeping you busy. We're super excited.
you
So, like
better
1 week beach, 1 week BBC. Come on now.
oh my word. TBD. Let's talk about that another
Oh
time.
my gosh. Yeah.
Hello to Gabe. Gabe is tuning in live from Dallas, Texas. Gabe is
Hello.
a live streaming OG, and we are
Wow.
so happy that he's taking the time to tune in and watch us. Thank you, my brother. I'm
Hi.
happy that you have the time to be able to do this for us. Thank you. Then we
All
have
the way
somebody
from
else,
Dallas, Texas. Hmm.
Michelle J from BBC Cape Town, right?
Oh my gosh, I'm getting goosebumps. Welcome,
Yes,
Michelle. Thank you for tuning in. Oh my gosh,
yes,
excitement. We're
I'm
leveling
so
up. That was
happy.
our theme last month.
That's awesome.
Wonderful.
One of the things that most people don't do on social media is make a comment. So I'm very proud of all of you that is making a comment here today because
Thank
a lot
you
of
to
people just
everyone.
love, right? A lot of people just love
Yes.
maybe they'll like it, but they don't usually make a comment.
Oh
Um,
my gosh. I'm so glad that
Liz,
the Cape Town audience is on board.
yes, Liz, you're gonna make me cry. She says, because you bring joy to the world. Thank you, Liz.
Oh, like, do they know we're going to look terrible if we shed tears? Come on now.
We need to start using waterproof makeup. What's wrong with us?
Oh my God.
Oh my word.
Oh,
Okay, so I've highlighted everybody that's here that
yes.
that I don't know or I know, just all the unique visitors. Thank you for being here. Zafia says, good day
Welcome.
from BBC Cape Town. And one more
Oh,
person,
some talented ladies.
good morning to you, Rob. Thank you for being here.
Hey, Rob.
Rob is also part of my LinkedIn live stream community. He's an awesome LinkedIn user, and he's also tuning in from Canada. So happy to have you here. The Cynthia says, please, ladies, no tears. Okay, the Cynthia, I'm gonna listen to you. And
No.
oh, you see, and just when I think I've done here, somebody else. Good morning to you, Russ Hedge. Thank you for being here. Russ is also a LinkedIn Live user. He has a few shows actually, and just awesome to see, to see that he's taking the time. Thank you, Russ. I was on his show yesterday with
Wow.
for an inspiration um, segment with a few of my friends. So it was awesome. Unfortunately, LinkedIn wasn't working yesterday when we were live, but people tuned in from
Oh,
YouTube, so that's good. I see Warwick is saying,
right.
hi, mommy. So I'm guessing
It's
he's either saying to
networking
his mom and hi,
to
Auntie
his
Inga.
mom.
I'm not sure if is he at home or if he's anyway. So
He's
Vasanthi says
not.
she's proud of us, and
Thank you, darling.
yes, thank you. And so now let's get to the topic, please. Right?
Finally.
Finally, I'll
Oh,
just change. Let me change this. So, if you don't know my story, um, I was stuck in the corporate world for almost 20 years. The reason why I got there was because I love people and I love to see them flourish. And I became an executive assistant where I was stuck for almost 20 years. I was stuck because I wasn't reaching my full potential. And in 2018, I lost my job and I wanted to venture out into entrepreneurship, but I was afraid. I was really afraid to fail because for me, success didn't look like entrepreneurship. I grew up in a
mm,
household where, both my parents were in the corporate world. My father was the principal of a technical college. My mom was an accountant. So for me, it wasn't an option really. Like, we are taught mostly to go to, like, you finish high school, you go to tertiary education, you complete your tertiary, and then you find a job and you do your best and you work hard and you attain whatever you need to attain, right?
yeah.
However, what that felt like for me was like I was being suppressed. Because if you know the field of being an executive assistant, um, a lot of the time it's a thankless job. It is a job where you are not seen. It's a job where you're not invited to the table. But they will take your ideas to the table, but they won't invite you. So now, well, let me say, so when I lost my job, I continued to look for work and I was really afraid just of trying it out. Um, so I worked as a temp and then the pandemic hit. When the pandemic hit, I was basically made redundant again. And a few months after that, a friend of mine reached out to me and asked me what I was doing. And I had a pivotal moment because of her question. And her question was, like, so what are you doing? And I said, well, I'm betwixt and between starting something on my own or, looking for my new corporate home. And she said something. She said, well, why don't you start on your own? If you fail, you can always go back to corporate. And honestly, it wasn't an option that I ever considered, but it blew
Wow.
my mind. And because of that, I then decided that I would step out of my comfort zone and explore
And here
how
we
to
are.
start my own business. Yes, and here I am. I registered my business at the end of July of 2020. 2 weeks later, I started working with my first client, and I haven't stopped. It's been an awesome ride, and I'm so blessed that I can be here. I speak about networking because networking has truly changed my life. Because I embraced networking and changed the way that I use social media, especially LinkedIn,
Right.
I've met so many awesome people, and I really am a true testimony to the fact that I am who I am because of who we all are. So, as a result, I'm an executive board member for a nonprofit organization. I'm also the executive director for that same organization in North America. So, I am here today to show you, not just tell you, that networking truly works, that putting
Yes.
yourself out there, that stepping out of your comfort zone really works. So, please don't allow yourself to suppress who you truly are. Don't allow yourself to stay in that comfort zone. I know that it's a natural thing to remain
Mm.
there, but it's time. The time is now to do it. So Kenny, over to you. Like, can I ask you, please, what inspires you?
Gosh, a few things inspires me. And since the COVID epidemic, we almost were forced in a position where we have to inspire ourselves because we were
Mm,
not in a situation where we could gather, and we were not in a situation where we could combine our resources. COVID taught us that we need to be apart. And
yeah,
so what inspires me is that it's people and their challenges, overcoming obstacles, and moving forward. And I think part of the reason of starting Business Breakfast Club was for everybody that is inspired in a different way to gather, to collaborate and share their stories. So yes, I'm truly honored for the opportunity to share more about Business Breakfast and what inspires us as a club, because it's not just, although I'm the founder,
hmm,
there is so many stories, so many personalities, so many struggles, and it's beautiful to see people inspiring each other despite
yeah.
all the challenges and adversity.
Yes, because really, truly, we all face adversity, right? But it's
Yeah.
it's up to
Yes.
you. It's up to you to decide whether you want to allow it to make you better or better. That's a
Gosh.
choice that we have to make daily. Because
Absolutely.
really we face adversity. We do. I mean, most of us have been in lockdown for months and months. That in
Gosh.
itself is a huge adversity, right? And others have battled COVID. I have. It
Yes.
wasn't easy, but we got through it.
Absolutely.
We got through it. So tell
Absolutely.
me, um, hmm, who is or was your role model, and tell us about them and why they inspired you.
So my role model, I have a special story because my maiden surname is Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm obviously married as a Williams, and so my she hero is definitely Cecilia Jackson, which is my belated mom. And I still hang on to my Jackson maiden surname because every time somebody says Kennethea Jackson Williams, I cannot help but think of CJ. That was what she was called. And she
Mm-hmm.
was a huge personality, but she taught me the most important lesson in life is that no matter what your struggle or what your challenge is,
Mm-hmm.
you always have a choice. So whether
Yes.
your challenge or whether your adversity is COVID, financial stress, just toxic people, whatever your dilemma is, you always have a
Mm,
choice to get out of it, and you have to look and you have to dig. You have to dig deep within yourself, and that is what my role model taught me. It was my mom, and even though she's not around today to whisper in my ear or to tap me on the hand, or well, she was the only one that would say Kennethea in a certain tone, and I knew I would be very quickly in trouble. But yes, I would say my mom, and then obviously meeting some incredible ladies that
mm,
have just
mhm,
been through the most incredible struggles that still today encourages others. I mean, there's no ways that you can do what you do and wake up in the morning and complain. You have to. So I would say some of my active role models is definitely some of the ladies that tuned in today. They are
mhm.
completely inspirational people that have struggled with cancer, that have been through
Wow.
various cycles of abuse. Today, they are authors, they are radio hosts, they are personalities, they are CEO, female bosses, they are mom babes. Um, so these are some I've just the most incredible ladies that inspire me daily, and I'm truly humbled and honored, even for them to, because Business Breakfast Club started with an idea, and
Mm,
it slowly became a vision. And today I know it's part of my purpose.
yes,
Absolutely part of my purpose. So shout out
that's
to
awesome.
all the ladies that inspire us in our lives.
That's awesome. And I'd like to shout out an awesome lady that is part of history, Helen Keller. And she said, alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. And I love
Absolutely.
what you said, because it shows that you are a combination of everyone that's around you, right? Like it's
Mm,
really embodies the principle that I spoke about earlier, which is Ubuntu. So thank you.
yes.
Thank you for that. So Kenny, what is your life statement? What is the
Sure. The
statement that
deep
you live by?
questions on a Friday afternoon.
Well, it is inspiration from Inga, so inspire us.
So one of the things that I always like to talk about, and is that it's not just to think outside of the box, is to create your own. I'm so big on that. I'm huge on that. I sell that. I should actually bottle it and sell it and package it that way. But yes, if you, I always say that there's a big difference between fitting into a group and belonging. And at Business Breakfast Club, we don't want you to fit in. We don't want you to change your personality. We don't want to change what you do. We
Yes,
want you as you are to belong.
yes,
And that should be everybody's motto, is that bring yourself, don't change and adapt yourself to belong to a specific unit. And that is what I admire so much about the Business Breakfast Club in Cape Town, is that there is something truly remarkable happening. And what do I mean by that? Because you meet people on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on all these
yes,
social, but can you believe, and you are true testament of that, that some of your best friendships comes from social media or from a networking platform that is supposed to, we are
yes,
supposed to exchange business ideas, potentially meet a supplier, potentially have a customer or a client. But when people on a networking platform
mhm,
inspire you so much, and they become your friends, and it's part of your community, how special is that? I mean, you can't put a price tag to that. And when people are sharing their struggles and their adversities with you, I said to somebody the other day, and I said, and she was complaining they were doing so much. I was listening to a conversation of how busy she was, and I was getting exhausted just from listening to her. And I said to her, you are super stressed out. I don't think you're stressed out by all the things that you are doing, by what you're doing too much. I think you are doing too little of what you are passionate about. So you've got this entire list. You are busy, you are doing, you are going. You moeg, you're tired. But maybe we need to focus and just
yes,
streamline what is in our purpose, and what really brings us joy at the end of the day. Um,
yes,
And then some
Yes.
people, some people are still very captivated by their past. Some people are still hanging on to the old thems. And this is something that we need to let go of. I always tell people that remember the lesson, not the disappointment.
Yes.
What is the
Beautiful.
lesson in the struggle that you've been through? And we are
Exactly.
so past the phase of blaming COVID. I mean, I think everybody, at least once a day, they will have
Yes.
a story, and then the sentence will, it's like a mic drop. And they say, well, I was doing all of this, and then COVID happened,
Yeah.
and then lockdown happened, and then COVID. Well, okay, so now we passed that. What are we going to be doing now? And that is why I am so passionate about the BBC, because it is the one platform, first of all, where we talk about business and God in the same breath.
Yes.
Because the
Yes.
one, certainly the one cannot be without the other. And where somebody that is supposed to just be an acquaintance actually turns into a true friend. So, Inga,
Mhm.
you're doing an amazing thing by
Thank you.
bringing different countries together, and allowing people and giving them that platform, even the comment that matters so much.
It
And if
does.
we have the power or the platform to just give everybody that exposure. And I know it is very difficult when you have a networking platform and you're trying to give recognition to
Yes.
everybody, and you do that so well. I appreciate you acknowledging everybody that is tuned in from all
Thank
over
you.
the world. No favoritism
Woo!
here,
Not just
but
South Africa.
we appreciate your effort as well, and we can't wait
My
for you
pleasure.
to come and be a guest at the BBC and be part of the events in Cape Town. I don't know when you're going to see
I'd
your
love
family,
to.
because we will be taking all your time. Thank you.
Oh, you better negotiate with Nathan.
Oh,
But
Nathan, we're
you
going to
you
talk.
you touched on so many awesome points, but one of the things that I want to highlight is um where you said, we need to show up as ourselves.
Yes.
Yesterday I had a networking call with someone, and she said, Inga, I don't know much about you. But like, because the two of us are part of a networking group, she says, I don't know much about you, but one thing that I've heard from everyone in our group is that you are the kindest person on LinkedIn. So I laughed,
Oh,
I laughed, I said, okay. So she says, so tell me, is it true? Are you really that kind? And I
mm,
was taken aback because um, I told you guys earlier on that my friend Aya calls me the authenticity queen.
yes.
And for me, that's so important because I don't have the bandwidth or the patience to show up as one Inga here and a different Inga on this side. I don't. So for
No.
me, I show up authentically all the time, every day. Um, the person that you see right now is who I am in real life, people. I cannot, there's no time to be pretending. So
No,
that
it's
is
so
it's
tiring.
so
Oh my
important.
gosh.
And the thing is, we don't want people to fit in because the diversity actually brings so much value. If
Yes.
we show up as ourselves authentically, what that means is we can all contribute different things, right?
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
why you see where I am, the person that I am today, the things that I'm doing, it's as a result of the people in my network, the people that I see and talk to and meet. It's because
Yeah.
I look at them, I see certain qualities, certain characteristics, or certain things that they are doing. I admire
Yeah.
it and I strive to emulate that because
That's amazing.
I can help myself to level up by doing things that others are doing, right? Like, why not?
Yes,
That's so
absolutely.
important. So important.
That
So, okay,
that words level up just gives me
yes,
the gives us goosebumps in Cape Town. We're all about the level up.
yes. And we need to level up. I mean, let me highlight a quote that I love to highlight. Give me a second. Um, the quote is, I'm just looking for it because I have it in here. Yeah. It's by Steve D. Sims, and it says, "If you're not growing, you're dying." And
Ah,
really, truly, that is the case, right?
yeah, we
We
can't
the
stagnate.
ultimate
Absolutely
the
not.
Yes, we cannot be stagnant. The ultimate quest in life is to become and grow. We are never
Yes,
fully becoming. We continue becoming until the day that we die.
yes, yes.
One,
It's a constant, it's a constant growth, and we have to evolve all
yes,
the time. And
we
sometimes we
an
have to meet
evolution.
certain people.
Yes,
Sometimes we have to meet certain people to take us to that next level if we are in a rut.
yes,
I've found that today I asked the business breakfast platform and I said, can you just share? Well, we're doing this thing with Ingo. We're going on this on a live platform. Can you just share some of your comments? Um,
mm,
and what stood out for me was that so many people found themselves in a stagnant position and they just couldn't see past the struggles, past what South Africa is going through, the economy is in a rut,
yes,
the price of food. I mean, the list goes on. You have so many reasons not to do better. Face it, we are going through a crisis. This week alone, South Africa, it felt like we're being victimized. Instead of
yes,
getting a pat on our back, South Africa was shunned away. And so many business owners and entrepreneurs probably is feeling the same way, that because of COVID, because of the financial strength, because of all the challenges, that we just need to be standing still and blaming the government and
no,
blaming our other situation in the world. But I love the fact that you mentioned the words level up, because that's truly what we need to do. And sometimes the level up starts over here.
it
It's in the
does.
mind over matter. Because if you
Yes,
can just start saying and being a little bit more positive and kind to yourself each day, you don't have
yes,
to go on this big quest and big jumps. It's just, even if it's a little sidestep or a step to the front, and tell yourself, Inga, Kenny, I've got this. Today we're going to try something different. I'm not very good on social media, but I'm going to try today.
yes,
The marketing that I've been doing this past year, or that I've been so comfortable in 2 years ago, it's not
yes.
working. It's not bringing
No,
customers in by the door. What do I need to start? And sometimes it just requires a conversation. And that is
yes,
why I love networking, because it is the most unexpected conversation from the unexpected person sitting at your table across the room, that's on the other side of Facebook or a social media
or
platform.
Zoom.
And sometimes it's just that one conversation, it's that
Yes,
one quote, it's listening
yes,
to that podcast or the live stream that's going to make you have that aha moment and make you and force you to do something different. So,
yes.
absolutely, it is, we have to level up. Love it.
We have to. I love what you said actually. And I know we're veering off the topic, but um I told you earlier this week that I'm launching a boot camp that starts on the 13th of December. And this boot camp
Yes,
is specifically geared towards LinkedIn beginners to help them get started because um we used to be afraid of social media. I used to be.
yes,
I never used LinkedIn as much as I do now. I've grown my following, I think, more than 7 times in the last
yes.
few months as a
Amazing.
result of what I'm doing on LinkedIn. And it's all you need to. The pandemic has pushed us to the point where we have to embrace social media because it's a medium
Yes,
to meet people. Without social media, you and I wouldn't be in contact. Without social media, the people that are commenting wouldn't be able to be here. It is a tool,
absolutely.
and we need to utilize that tool to help us to level up in our quest in our quest of becoming, of evolving into the person that we ultimately will be. Um,
Absolutely.
on
Love
that
that.
note, let's let me actually I will share with you. Let me share with you. This is my flyer for my so audience. This is my flyer. Shameless plug.
Let's see it.
So it's my LinkedIn
Awesome.
Beginners Bootcamp. It starts on December 13th to 17th. It's a week of learning with me. And I'll show you
Mm,
how I did it. It is
awesome.
December 12th, 12 to 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Kenny, you've indicated that you will be there. I've also
Yes,
donated 2 seats for that bootcamp to a charity that's having an online auction. So, seats are
amazing.
limited, everyone. If you're interested, please reach out to me and I'll help you out with registering. But let's just go to the comments and check with our people.
Sure, sure. Let's hello to them.
Um, yes. So, oh, Warwick says it's Kenrick using his phone, by the way. So Kenrick is
Okay.
using Warwick's phone. So hello,
Hi,
Kenrick.
Kendrick.
um, and some networking happening in the comments. Love it. Liz says 30
Awesome.
minutes of comments. This is amazing. So, Elizabeth has her own show. It's usually at 3 p.m. on a Friday, and it's called Kindness Inspired. And I I help her produce it. And a lot of the time, by the
Awesome.
time it gets to 30 minutes, I said, like, Liz, it's 30 minutes and we're only dealing with comments. We need to get to the topic. So she's
Oh my
teasing
God.
me. And Vasanti says, Kenny, I love the idea of your role model. Yes, our parents are our
Awesome.
first role
Absolutely.
models, right? And it's good to
Yes.
hear what you said about your mom. Um, yeah, Cecilia says she
Hey,
loves what you
hey, Lady C.
said. And she says we
She's
have to
amazing. She's on radio. She's on Radio Awakening, and she's already got you down, I think, in February as a guest.
oh my word. Well, let's
Yes,
talk
me,
about it.
you.
So, thank you,
Yeah,
Cecilia. That's awesome to see you commenting here. Nasreen says, respect for
awesome.
having your mom as your role model. They are the best role models. They are. We
They
have to
are,
be,
absolutely.
we,
And
you know,
appreciate your moms while you still have them.
yes. Wow.
Yes,
That's true.
do
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
Liz says she loves your energy, Kenny. And I
Woohoo!
have Ronick, Jaden. Ronick, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Good to see you here. And Liz says, Kenny, I love your concept of the Business Breakfast Club. Yes, I do too. I would love to
Thank
emulate that
you.
actually. We need to explore that. So that's fine. Yes, she
Awesome.
says, thank you for doing that. Love it. Ubuntu. I'm not sure if she's talking about my shameless plug or not. Chrislyn says
Hey,
level up
Chrislyn.
fire, fire, fire. Yes. And Buliana, thank you for
Love it.
tuning in. No problem. Thank you. Buliana is one of my amazing community and she is a coach. She coaches speakers and specifically with TEDx talks. So she's
Wow,
my
amazing.
TEDx coach. I'm I've never actually made this announcement, but since
I'm
you're here,
sure.
Brianna, I'd like to say that I've learned so much from you. She is amazing. She's got
Okay.
so much value that she adds. So if anybody is interested in delivering a TEDx talk like me, Brianna is having a
Awesome.
boot She's having one in December and one in January, I believe. So reach out to her, connect with her, and explore that side. I know it can be intimidating. For me, it's intimidating to come on a show every
Yeah,
Friday,
absolutely.
but the thing is, we're here to serve, so why not? It's not about you.
Absolutely.
Remember, it's
Absolutely.
about the impact that you can make. Um, Zafia says we definitely leveling up with role models like you ladies. Thank you, Zafia. God bless you
Oh,
too.
hey,
Please.
Zafia.
Let me show you a
Zafia's
comment.
amazing. So
Kenny, do
super
you have
talented,
tissues?
Ingo. And oh, no, we don't. So we're just going to keep ourselves strong. Don't even
Okay.
think of crying. No,
Okay,
no.
tell
Hey,
me about
Zafia.
Zafia first. Tell me about Zafia.
She's got a beautiful business. She uses cement and she makes the most incredible pot plants, stones. I've got a few in my garden. She's completely
Oh.
and utterly super talented. I can't wait to introduce you to this special lady.
I think I've seen some of your pictures because you post your garden. I've seen it before. Okay,
Yes,
yes,
yes.
this is the comment for your tissues, okay?
Oh my gosh. That's my niece posting from my sister's phone. Hello, Sasha. Oh, this is
Aw,
so, yeah. Okay, we done now.
awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is
Hi.
Buku. I absolutely love the mood in this episode. Oh, thank you for your words. It's my pleasure. And
Welcome.
really, truly, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. So I'm only telling you the truth. And really, Biljana is amazing. She has so much knowledge, and she's helping me a lot. So I'm happy to shout
Awesome.
her out.
Oh yeah, no, we're going to connect.
Yes, connect with her. Awesome networking. Thank you, Vicente. I can't wait for us. Vicente and I, we've been talking back and forth, and then there was load shedding in South Africa, so we had difficulty to meet up to have an online meetup. But hopefully, we can do that soon. I'm glad that you're here,
Awesome.
sis. Thank you. Then Michelle Jichel says the conversation is getting me fired up just when I was getting despondent. Well, we're happy to inspire you, Michelle.
Absolutely.
I have to just highlight something. We as people, we feel like um, the pandemic is inhibiting us. But I'm here to tell you that that's not true. The only inhibitions are up here. You need to shift your
Yes.
mindset. I am a prime example. Um, a few months ago, I'll tell you, like, a few months ago, I engaged with a coach on May 14th. That was the first time that I met, like, and I decided to get started with this coach. And she is the one that put me straight away. She put me into a video challenge. And I remember thinking,
Wow.
oh my gosh, how the hell am I going to get through this? Because she said 10 days, go live on Facebook. And I was like, what? Are you out of your mind? And I said to her,
Crazy.
okay. And that was a Friday. And I said, okay, Gigi, I'll start on Monday. She says, no, Inga, the time is now. So by the end of today, I want to see your video up. And I was like, oh my word, how the heck am I going to do it?
Oh
And
my
well,
gosh.
I got through that 10-day challenge, right? And then a few weeks later, she says, Inga, I think it's time for another challenge. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh
This
my
time it was
gosh.
5 days, 5 days. And I said, okay, 5 days I can handle it. Like it's not so bad. So I started and then I decided
Okay.
that. And I spoke to her, I said, Gigi, by the way, I think I want to start a YouTube channel. And she said, yes, you can. So I was like, I didn't know where to start, but I started my YouTube channel and I started posting my videos there. And then when the 5-day challenge was over, it was such a relief. I was like, oh, thank God I got through this challenge. Because
Yes.
it's one thing to just jump on live and say, hello, I'm Inga and bye. Have a nice day. No,
No.
like I couldn't do that. I had to have a specific topic for every single day. And
Okay.
it was a lot of
Content.
work. Like Kenny, I honestly I every day before I went live, like trust and believe, I practiced and I wrote my speech. I made sure that I was coming and bringing value for others, right? Well, guess
Amazing.
what? After that 5-day challenge, I said, like maybe about 2, 3 weeks later, I said to her, I think I'm maybe ready to start a show with someone,
Mm,
like with guests and stuff, right? So she
mm.
said, yeah, I think you're ready. And she was like telling me I need to do it like the following week. And I said, no, I don't think I'm ready.
Okay.
You know what she did? She put me in another live challenge. And honestly, when she challenged me, my face, I couldn't believe it. And I tried to push it off and she said, no. You know how many days she made me go live for?
Oh my gosh.
45.
Tell us.
45
Wow.
days. And you
With
cannot
different
miss.
content.
Yes, and you can't miss one thing. Like you cannot miss one day. I had my COVID vaccines during that time. I was sick, but I came on and I did because I wasn't about to go and reset and start from scratch again.
No.
But as a result of that, I have a YouTube channel. I have my own live show. I also
Amazing.
I also have a podcast. And I'm writing a few books right now. I'm starting my own course. Like,
Wow.
the pandemic cannot be blamed for our stagnation. It cannot be,
Absolutely not.
So we,
Absolutely
yeah,
not. That's just incredible.
we
That's
need
just
to. Thank
incredible.
you.
And it all starts
Thank
with
you.
taking that first step.
Yes,
It all
it
starts
does.
with taking that first step. So whether you're
Yeah.
an entrepreneur with an idea, it takes that first step in registering your business or having that conversation with a life or a
Yes,
business coach,
yes,
and just get some guidance and direction. But the fact that it all starts with an idea, and sometimes when we are challenged, we are taken out of our comfort zones. And it's
yes.
amazing that you step so far out of your comfort zone.
Oh my word.
And that is incredible. And some of the
Thank
feedback
you.
that I got today from people that have is part of Business Breakfast Club is exactly that. They actually dared to step out of their comfort zone. And when I say that, it's not just you were tagging along in life and you
No.
decided to implement this idea. Some people left cozy, comfortable, cushy, well paid, permanent jobs to enter the world of entrepreneurship. And one would
Really?
think,
That's
oh, you
awesome.
crazy. And today, I mean, when I listen, one of our ladies that logged in was Liesel Snyman. She was at a major portfolio, stepped out to answer a calling from God. And today she's a successful life coach and she is
Oh, I love
launching a
that.
book called Beautifully Flawed on the 15th of December. I mean, come on now. It's only through actual meet and greet and networking that you encounter these stories. And you're thinking, well, if she could do it, so can
Yes.
I.
And that's
Absolutely.
exactly it, right? Like, that's why I share my story, because I want people to know that I am just an ordinary girl from South Africa, and I am
Yeah.
now where I am today. I'm making a difference, and it's because of stepping out of my comfort zone. We need to
Yes,
do that. We need to. I want to just
absolutely.
finish off with the comments here. Oh, let me go.
Sure.
Uh, I think yes, I already um, acknowledged this one. And
Yeah.
Biljana says, well said, it's not about you, it's about the people you serve, right?
Yes.
Listen, okay, Kenny, get your tissues really.
No.
Mommy and Daddy are listening from above. CJ and Kenny's child. They must be very
One.
proud of you. They're
Well,
proud
Ingrid,
of
it was
you.
very nice. It was very nice being on the show. I'll see you next
It's
week,
not
Friday.
over.
Oh, God. Thank you, Adrian. That means so much to me. Everything, everything that we do is one of our
Yes,
parents.
look here, Kenny.
Me,
Kenrick is, I guess, this is Kenrick. He says, and me, I'm the new son. So,
Hi, Kendrick and Jody.
that's
Oh
also
my
the
gosh.
other thing,
Thank you, family.
the other thing is, our kids are watching.
Yeah,
They see us. They see us. Oh yeah,
I
no.
know for
Yeah,
sure.
here comes my teeth.
Stop
Here
it,
come my
ladies. Stop it.
teeth.
Hey, Sophia. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
um,
I mean, everything that we do is to leave as part of our legacy. It's what we leave behind. At the end of the day, it's not about what you leave in your will. It is the type of person that you are and the people that you touched. And
yes,
that is what inspires us at the end of the day. And as entrepreneurs, it's not about the invoicing, it's not about the billing, it is not about the quotations and the marketing, it's about the impact. What
mhm,
impact are you making? And when we see the ripple effect of us being a blessing on and using, because we just a vessel, we just a
yes,
vessel. When you
yes.
see
We are.
the impact in people's lives and they testify to that, and that it is because of a conversation or something that you said or that inspired them and completely changed their path. It is
Yes,
absolutely amazing. It is amazing.
yes.
Don't
Oh
you
yeah.
cry, lady. Don't you? I'm watching you. I'm
Uh,
watching you.
I don't worry. My viewers know, like, I have tried on this show before because, as I said, I'm showing up authentically. If I feel like crying, I'm gonna cry. So,
Sure.
Juliana says, "What a great challenge! It now serves you so well to turn on the camera and go live, so you can do these amazing networking online podcasts." Yes, thank you, Juliana.
Beautiful.
Um, yeah, your brother is wanting to make you cry again, okay? Kenny, I look like daddy, but you have daddy's personality. Always helping people, bringing people together, and don't expect anything in return. Yes.
Thank you, Adrian. Thank you. I'll just do this for the rest of the show. Thank you,
Oh,
Adrian. I appreciate it. Go away now.
Cecilia says you are really an inspiration. Thank you, Cecilia. I am because we
I
all
love
are,
it.
right? Ubuntu is really, really, really who I am. So, thank you. Um,
Absolutely. Thank you,
well,
Cecilia.
Juliana says I'm gonna steal some ideas from this challenge for my own one. No problem. Remember, we are. I am because we all are. Like, I see something that you do well, I'm going to emulate it, and you do the same. I have no issue with that. It's not stealing. You take it and you make it your own. And
Absolutely.
Juliana says it's such a lovely touch to have the support from your family. Kenny, I love it. Yes, it's
Oh,
beautiful. It's beautiful to
yes,
see, Kenny.
it is. It is. I'm grateful and thankful that we always have, sometimes our circle
Yeah,
doesn't have to be large and enormous. And yes, in terms of social media, you can reach out and connect with so many. But in terms of your own circle, when you even if you just have a few people that constantly inspires you, that's all you need at the end of the day. So I'm appreciative to my family members and people at the Business Breakfast Club that is always there to just nudge along. Because sometimes when
yes,
you are inspiring and encouraging and doing, and like you said, in order for you to have prepared that 45-day live, I don't know how you did it or got through that, and still sane after that. But it's preparation all the time.
yes.
Even for this show, it's preparation. You got to know, what are you going to ask me when we're putting a Business Breakfast Club event together. It is preparation all the time. The challenge with that is that when you are in a position or in a platform where you are constantly motivating others, you've
Mm,
got to make sure your cup is always full. And sometimes, just
yeah,
sometimes, it runs a little bit empty, and then the people that's in your corner is the ones that fills that cup up.
yes,
Absolutely.
yes. You
Absolutely.
know, you mentioned impact, and this is so my life statement is to positively impact the lives of others. And this quote that
Beautiful.
I have here is by Kevin Cruz. It's one of my favorites, and I often quote it, and it says, "Life is about making an impact, not an income." And
Wow.
I'll take it a
Love
little
that.
bit further and say that for me, if I focus on the impact, I know the income will come because it's a blessing from God, right? So
Yes, absolutely. Love that, Inga. I love it.
thank you. Okay, so let's go back to the questions.
I just tossed the questions out
I
of
mean,
the window.
I'm like, I'm looking at like we've been live for more than an hour, but anyway. So, what is your take on networking? Like, how do you approach it, Kenny?
So, obviously, what we did 2 years ago in terms of networking is very different now. For me, networking is, and especially in the last year, entrepreneurs, businesses, we need a complete mind shift. So,
Yeah,
when you put your business profile together and you're putting together your vision, your mission statement, your target market, what are your services, and so forth. Um,
yeah,
the networking. So I said to somebody last week, if this is your business and we've got God in the center and your business and your services on the other end, what are we doing in terms of connecting that gap,
mm,
connecting that bridge? So for me, networking, and especially the personal, and I dared to resume business breakfast this year because we had a break during COVID, of course, and BBC started out in 2019. And when we resumed our BBC events, I dared having an event which was actually required a meet and greet, um, in a time when it completely social distancing was the order of the day. For
Mm.
me, the network is extremely important because you cannot connect with your audience without networking. You cannot, your customer, your clientele can't change or can't develop with you without
Yes,
networking. And you
yes,
are not going to develop as an entrepreneur because you might be an expert in what you do. But as you know, as a business owner, you wear so many hats. One day you're the cleaner, the next day you're the accountant, then you're doing HR, and you're all over the show. So when you network and you meet people and you connect with people, you are the conversation with the other person, you are taking a little bit away each time. And when you have people that gather together on the same platform, whether it is in a venue or on LinkedIn or on Instagram, you are trying to connect with other people that is going to make you level up, that is going to
yes,
help you to become a better HR in your business, a better handle your cash flow better. You're going to take something away from everybody, and that's going
yes,
to make you the power boss that you should be and ought to be. So
yes.
we can't without network, absolutely. And I love the workshop that you're running, the boot camp,
Thank you.
because I can tell you there are some people in my circle that lives on WhatsApp, that lives on Facebook, and we all think that is it. We
Yes,
think that is it, but there's so much more to it. And sometimes our fear for technology, our fear for all these terminologies. I mean, I take my hat off to Sophia Williams. A year ago, she was not on Facebook, or this afternoon she was calling me. She says, "Can you send me the link?" I'm like, "What?" Wonderful.
yes,
So we have to
yes.
step out of our comfort zones and
We know, we
find
must.
different avenues of networking. So
Yes,
stop being comfortable and actually have the guts. If you don't have
yes,
Wi-Fi, go to the McDonald's, go sit at the Wimpy, go sit at the Spur, use their Wi-Fi and go onto these platforms and learn. So
yes,
thank you for the fact that you're creating a boot camp for us beginners. I know this week you gave me a good slap on the wrist. It's like, where's your profile? You don't even have a profile picture. You gave me some homework, but it challenged me. And that
yes,
is sometimes what I need, because if I'm
yes,
encouraging and uplifting and guiding and I'm coaching others, who's going to coach the coaches?
yes. Coaches need
Thank you for
coaches
that.
too. I'm a coach, but I have a coach. I have a few coaches actually. And I have to highlight something about LinkedIn for you and for everyone. I know I've told you this, but 4 out of 5 LinkedIn users are decision makers in companies. Four out of
Wow.
five. That's a
Sure.
lot.
That's
And
incredible.
if you as somebody that's a LinkedIn user, if you flush out your profile, you build it out, and then start sharing content, what that means is you stand out because there's only 1% of everyone that's using LinkedIn, only 1% actually shares content. So if you share
Wow.
content, you stand out, and you will be discovered through somebody's feed, right? And that's so important because we need to stand out. My friend Damon Pistolka was here earlier. I don't think he's here anymore, but Damon says you need to be the red M&M in a bowl of green M&Ms, and you
Wow.
need to use
Mm,
social media to do it, right? So
that's
that's
incredible.
why
That's amazing.
LinkedIn is so important. So if you are not on LinkedIn, come and reach out to us. Let's talk. You need to get on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is where your audience is, and you need to go where your audience is. If you have a business, it's so important
Yes.
because those decision makers are there. Even if they're not sharing
Yes.
content, they're lurking just like everybody else. Only,
Yes.
I mean, only
I
one
love
percent
it.
shares, right? So yeah, come
It's
reach out to me.
incredible.
Let me help you.
I think it was yesterday, Inga. I
Yes,
was in LinkedIn and I was just gobsmacked as to how easy it was to connect to people. Because my challenge with Facebook has been the following. So you get this friend request.
Yeah.
and you see that you have a few friends in common. And so I'm always accepting friend requests because I'm always thinking it is potential audience for the BBC.
Yes.
And almost every second person has either got bad intentions or they're selling forex, bitcoins, or something. And then you find
Yes.
out, well, yeah, and then you almost hesitant to accept
Yeah.
friend requests on Facebook. So that platform has become a little bit dodgy, if I may use that word. But when I got connected on LinkedIn and I'm just like connecting, I was like, I could do this all day. I'm just gonna connect. And before you knew it, I just made these amazing, incredible connections. So I would encourage our business breakfast audience,
Yeah.
look at the Business Breakfast Club event. We have our guest speakers, we have the most amazing coffee and snacks, we have our beautiful icebreaker, we encourage engagement, and it's a good 3 hour solid event. But the social media platforms, we really have to get
Yes.
on board. And I thank you for your encouragement, for pushing me in the direction. We appreciate it. Thank you for
It's my
forcing me.
pleasure. It's my pleasure. But like if you're still not convinced about LinkedIn, look at the people that have now been watching this show and look at where they're from. Most of them I would never have met if not for LinkedIn.
Yeah,
So it's
thank
so,
you.
so, so important. Um, let's go to the comments and
You have
see
more
what people are
comments.
saying. Yes, we have a few more. Uh, here we go. So Warwick says, two wonderful ladies indeed. Ooh, Kenny.
Mm,
Yeah,
I'm not getting
no,
supper, by the way. So I don't know if I'm going to be wonderful later. I'm busy.
look, um,
Thank you.
your niece says you look like your mother.
Mm, no, they're on a mission. They're on a
Mm,
mission.
they just
Thank
want to
you.
make you
Thank you,
shine.
Sasha. Yeah,
Kenny,
no,
you're
no.
looking like mommy. Warwick says hello, he's back. And yeah, they just want you to know that you look like your mom. AD, read
Thank
what
you.
AD
Thank
says.
you so
Read what
much.
AD says.
Oh my gosh. Mommy's favorite song is This Girl Is on Fire. You girls are on fire. Well done. Brilliant show, Ingo and Kenny. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Adrian.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank
Um,
you.
and Liz says
Oh,
technology is scary sometimes. It is. And
yeah.
but that's why you need somebody to help you, right? I know we've gone way over the time. I usually block an hour for this show, but that's fine. Um,
It's fine.
so how do you leverage a platform? I know that you haven't been using LinkedIn. So how do you leverage the platforms that you do use? Like, do you reach out and connect and chat with the person? Do you set up a Zoom meet or do you meet them in person? What's your strategy?
So at the BBC, we do things obviously a little bit different. So when we resume Business Breakfast Club, I'm well aware of all the social media platforms out there. But I think what really works for the Business Breakfast Club is the actual connection. It is the actual conversation that you have with somebody, because that goes a long way. And what is business all about? Business is about building relationships. So yes, after a BBC event, you have people that are connecting on each other's social media presence and platforms. Um, and
Mhm.
normally see such a positive ripple effect after event, because you've got people, we have this amazing coffee date or a week after every event. So I find that people are obviously connecting. I can see, I'm like big brother in the background, and I'm just watching and observing, because everybody feels entitled to say, Kenny, I met this person and this is what's happening, and I've seen been.
That's
So
awesome.
my leverage is, how do I measure the success of BBC? It is seeing the collaborations after an event. It is that no longer do competitors see each other as competitors, because people were saying, well, I have a hair salon, but I
Mhm.
hear there's going to be 4 other hair salons. Well, I said, well, what's wrong with that? So let's look at your services, for example, and where you're located. So if somebody's in
Right?
the northern suburbs, somebody's in the southern suburbs, one of you are going to be doing hair, the other's going to be doing hair and beauty, and the other one's going to be doing hair, beauty, and lashes. Each of you've got your unique strengths. And part of Business Breakfast Club is that we don't see each other as competition or you
Yes.
intimidated. It is how
Yes.
can we complement each other? How
Yes.
can we share ideas? And the collaboration is a huge, huge thing. So at the Business Breakfast Club, I try my very best to have a combination of content in terms of education and inspiration. It's got to be a fine
Yes.
balance.
I love that.
So the after effects of an event and the leverage for me is, and yes, we have a Business Breakfast Club WhatsApp group, and people can connect, and we have certain rules where you can promote your business and so forth. But it's all about seeing the relationship building after an event. And yes, when they become friends on Facebook and Instagram and like and share and follow and all of that, it's wonderful. But
Yes.
deeper than that is the connections that are
Yes.
made. And
Yes.
I'm thankful for the encouragement to let that particular audience go on to LinkedIn. So it's all about the
Yes.
impact of the relationship. And I think for a long time, sometimes you hear the saddest story of why businesses have downfalls or why people are not succeeding. So for me at Business Breakfast Club, we require, I
Yes.
insist on it, there needs to be a certain level of energy, positivity, and no negative, toxic people that are there for the wrong intentions. We're not about that. And that can be very transparent. I like to encourage, I love to encourage people. Be careful of who you keep in your circle. That for me personally has been a hard lesson to learn. So you can be on all these social media platforms, but be careful. You should know in the first couple of conversations, even on a social media platform, whether an audience or whether somebody is going to really benefit you and inspire you and encourage you. So don't
Yes.
worry about having thousands of friends and a million connections. Worry about the connections that you made that is going to be
Yes.
sincere and it's
Yes.
going to level you up as a person for
Yes.
sure.
Well, something that I've come across, especially on LinkedIn, there are a lot of LinkedIn coaches. And I saw somebody's profile that
Mm.
said, I'm a LinkedIn coach. Yes, another one. But I have to highlight something what you said
Oh my
about,
God.
about the hairdressers that are all in your BBC, right? Because like it can be a hairdresser, a coach, whatever, right? But the thing is, the reality is we are one person and you can only service so many people. So really truly
Yes,
to have one hairdresser, let's say, for 500 people that are in
yes,
BBC, like you can't service all those people. Y-
yeah,
Sometimes logistically it doesn't
absolutely.
work, right? So there's nothing
Yeah,
wrong with collaborating with others and sharing the bounty. Why do we need to keep it all to
absolutely,
ourselves, right? One of the things that I'm
absolutely.
not sure if I so Susan Rowan says networking is an enrichment program, not an entitlement program. um and
Yes,
somebody else
love it.
here, Keith Ferrazzi, says the currency of real networking is not greed but generosity, right? And this is how I've built my
Absolutely,
network. It's because I've given to
absolutely.
people. I give freely. I'm not about giving to someone and waiting for them to give me something back in return. Like no, I give it to them, I
No,
release it, and that's it. Even if it's money, honestly,
absolutely.
when I place somebody with money, I say like if somebody says to me, "Oh, I'm short on whatever." I give them the money and then they say, "Oh,
Yeah,
when must I pay you back?" I say, "No, I don't want it back. Just pay it forward. That's all that I want." And that's the way that Nathan
absolutely.
and my husband, we
Absolutely. I
operate.
love that. And a big part of BBC is our Social Responsibility Act. At every BBC event, you know, you're surrounded by entrepreneurs that have also got their own contacts and connections. And at every
Yeah,
meeting, we see at least two NGOs or MPOs. We are huge on giving back to charities. It's
that's
because,
awesome.
yes, as entrepreneurs, we have struggles and we have challenges, and we try to be part of the networking platform so that we could obviously grow and all of that. But when you hear some of this, the most saddest stories you can imagine, then it makes you look at your own situation and think, well, gosh, I thought my problems are that huge, but it's actually compared to some of the recipients of the charities. You hear the most incredible
Yes,
stories that you can't even imagine being in that situation. So we're very
yes,
proud as the Business Breakfast Club. We invite to charities at every event, and we try to give back and bring awareness to their plight.
yes,
So
yes.
absolutely, I love that quote about the generosity.
Yes, and here's another one. It's an African proverb, and it says, if you
Mm,
want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with others. And for me,
mm,
collaboration is actually the word that I've chosen to focus on for 2022. That is my word.
mm,
I've decided that, because it's been I keep hearing it everywhere. I speak to you, you speak about collaboration. I've spoken to one of the major influencers on LinkedIn. Her name is Shanae Moray. She speaks about collaboration.
love it.
People are speaking about collaboration, and there's a reason why it's a buzzword. Because collaboration helps you to go
Absolutely.
far. Like if you want to go far, go with others, right? Look at something
Yes.
that I have to point out. We love everybody loves Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey
Yeah.
is very, very popular and very successful, but why? The reason why is because she collaborated with others. Go on YouTube and just search Mariah Carey collaborations. You will see she has stepped into so many different genres by collaborating with
Mm,
others. And what happens there is, because she collaborates with somebody from a completely different genre, she is
mm,
she's a guest on their platform, and then other people that don't actually listen to her music get to hear her, and she gains
mm.
fans from it, right? So
That's
why
just
why
amazing.
are
And
we trying to do it
she's a
ourselves?
powerhouse on her
She
own.
is. She is a powerhouse, but look, she's gone into so many different genres. Go and look. You will be amazed at the collaborations that Mariah Carey has done. So, Kenny, I know it's been like, oh my word, 1.5 hours, but let's just go to the comments quickly and hear what people are
Okay.
saying. Um, there's only three, so it's not so bad. Cecilia says, ladies, ladies, wow, what an interview. Thank you.
Hey, Lady C. Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you.
Lady C's got this thing. So everybody that you meet, I'm Lady K, so you're gonna be Lady I. Everybody
Oh
just
my
gets an
God.
initial and you get a lady like a princess.
Awesome.
It's a
Awesome.
thing.
And this is Maria de Los Angeles Martinez Rodriguez, and she is tuning in from Cuba. Thank you,
Maria.
Maria. Thank you, sis, for being here.
Wow.
If you don't know, I do a feature, a highlight. I highlight women on Wednesdays. And because I want to highlight ordinary women that are making an extraordinary difference. Maria was one of my Wonder Women for a Wednesday one. So thank you for being here, Maria,
Amazing.
and thank you for tuning in. Chrislyn says, amazing show,
Hey,
mic
Maria.
drop. Vicinti says, great share, ladies. Thank you, Vicinti. Thank you, Vicinti, for being here. And
Awesome.
everybody that's watching live, I appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Um, Something that I just like
Yes.
to share quickly before we go is I
Mm,
turned 40 on September 30th. And yes, it is
mm,
December 3rd, but I'm still celebrating my birthday because what I'm doing is I've asked my network to help me celebrate my birthday by donating 40 minutes of your time to do something good for someone else, or $40 towards my cause. And what is my cause? I mentioned that I am involved with H2HB, or Heart to Heart Business. It is a nonprofit
Mm.
organization, and we are planning an event that will take place in Cape Town, South Africa, while I'm there. And what we are doing is, it is an
Mm-hmm.
event, yes, South Africa. It's an event that will address period poverty for some girls and women that are in impoverished areas. And if you don't know what period poverty is, there are so many women all over the world, women and girls, that don't have access
Yes.
to feminine hygiene products. And I have decided to use my platform to speak out about it, because um, a lot of us shy away from it because it makes us feel uncomfortable. But at the end of the day, this is reality for so many people. And these women or
Yes.
girls, they use different things instead of feminine hygiene products because they don't have it. Many families actually have to make a choice between a meal for their family or feminine hygiene products for their daughter. And as a result, a lot of girls
Yes.
miss at least a week per month from school every month, which is very sad. So
Wow.
H2HB
Very.
and I, we are collaborating with some boots on the ground, some people in Cape Town. We are putting on this event to address period poverty for those, for some women and girls. And please, if you can,
Yes.
if you're able to, please donate to our event. You can do so through this link, which is h2hb.com. I've asked for
Mm-hmm.
$40 because I turned 40, but please donate whatever you can. If you're able to donate $20 or $10, every little bit helps, because it will help us to make a bigger impact. And we appreciate all the support that we can get from all of you. Please note, if you'd like to
Absolutely.
post about this, you can use this hashtag 44Inga, and also let me know if you are donating either 40 minutes or $40 towards my cause, because at the end of the challenge, I will select 40 people all over the world to receive a special gift. No matter where you are, I will send you
Mm.
a special gift to thank you for your participation. So thank you. Please get in touch with me if you'd like to hear more about 44 Inga, or if you'd like to hear more about Kennethea, or if you'd like to hear more about anybody that I shouted out here today. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you, Kenny. There's two more comments. Oh my word.
They're relentless.
Yes, Vasanthi says excellent presentation. And cousin Obrisha, she's tuning in from Cape Town
Hey,
rather late
Grisha.
than later. But thank you, Brisha, for being here. Thank you,
Hey.
everyone. We appreciate you so, so much. And Kenny, do you have any final thoughts for the viewers? Anybody that's still watching? I mean, it is one and a half
Uh,
hours in.
wow. Our intro was off an hour already. But my final thoughts is just firstly, thank you to everybody that tuned in, especially
Yeah,
from Cape Town Business Breakfast Club. I can see the love and support shining through. And thank you to you, Inga, for the platform. I know that Canada and Cape Town is going to do amazing things and collaborate in the near future. We're excited to introduce you to the BBC and its members, and we
okay.
super excited for the amazing thing that is going to happen, because I believe when you have people with amazing arts and they meet other people with amazing arts, amazing things are going to happen. So
Yes,
love and light to everybody. Take care. It is the silly season, festive season. Be safe out there. Look after yourselves, and don't give up hope. I mean, it's we've been through COVID and its challenges. We've been around the block. We can do this. I always tell people, I've got this, you've got this, we've
yes,
got this. I
we've
mean,
got
come on,
this.
Inga, you've got green blood, you've got your blood is green.
Green and gold, green and
So as
gold.
South
Yes,
Africans, no matter where you at, we can do this.
yes,
Absolutely. We've got Ubuntu running through our veins. We can
yes,
do
we
this.
do.
So let's keep inspiring. Yeah, remember the lesson, not the disappointment. We've got this and we can do this. Thank you,
Yes, I
Inga.
let me point out this. This is something that you said, and you say your setback is your setup for a comeback.
Absolutely.
I love
Absolutely.
that. I love
What
that.
we're
And
going through might seem like a setback.
yes, it might
Yeah,
seem like a setback, right? But at the end of the day, it's setting you up for a comeback. Why not? Why not? If we can, so can you. So I'll leave you with that. Thank
absolutely,
you, everyone,
absolutely.
for
We're
tuning
going
in.
through winter is only a certain season. Winter is only for a certain season. The sun
Yes,
has to come out.
yes,
It has to. So if you're
yes,
going through a tough time, if you're going through a challenging time, it is just not your season, but it's coming. Be patient. Really be
yes,
patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Eliminate all the bad guys, and you will see your life will completely. You'll flip the script. I
yes.
have a big thing with against toxic people. Yeah, that is the downfall of many individuals and entrepreneurs. Hi
Yes.
Zafia. All the comments coming in still. That's amazing. Um,
Please read Sophia's
so
quote,
Inga, yes, if we
Sophia's
surround
comment.
ourselves with thanks, ladies.
Sorry.
Wow, 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 wow. Keep up the good work. Appreciate. Happy belated birthday.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
For
then
the
yeah.
fabulous 40 Auntie Inga.
Oh my word.
Lady
I
C. Oh my
bless you,
gosh.
Lady C. Thank
These are
you.
just
And she says,
incredible ladies doing incredible things.
yes, and she says, super proud of you, Kenny. Thank you to everyone that tuned in.
Yeah.
Wow, like what an awesome show. Thank you, Kenny. It is my honor and privilege to highlight you today, and I'm so grateful that I was able to do that. So be blessed. Have an amazing weekend ahead. And I'm gonna send you back to the green room quickly, and I'll be with you shortly. Let me just wrap
Yeah.
up the show. Thank you, Kenny. Take care. And thank you to you if you are still watching. I know it's 1.5 hours in, and we are. I know it's been a long show, but I we appreciate you more than you know. Thank you so much. And I see Adrian says, brilliant ladies. Thank you so much. And please, if you would like some more information about anything that we discussed, please send me a message. I'm happy to talk to anybody. And if you missed my intro video, I will play it now as an outro. And have a blessed weekend. And I'll see you back here next week at 9:30 for episode 16 of The Power of Networking on Inspiration from Inga. Be blessed, everyone. Take care. Bye bye now. I hate videos. Now, you may be wondering, if I hate videos, what the heck am I doing here?